Greetings, community. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Do not do people how they do you. That's what we're going to talk about today. Happy Monday. Come on in. Join. Welcome. Do not do people how they do you. Happy Monday. Welcome to the live. Thanks for joining. Thank you so much for joining. What are you grateful for? Please type in the chat, what are you grateful for? I am grateful for health. I truly am grateful for health and well-being. I don't take that for granted because I understand how important health is. Health truly is wealth. One of the most important things I believe that you can have is your health. Because if you don't have your health, then you have a lot of complications that keep you from experiencing life. So I am grateful for health, my health and well-being. But thank you so much for joining. The topic for today is don't do people how they do you. It says health as well. I'm just getting over a cold from last week. Oh, well, I'm glad that you got over the cold. And I'm glad that you feel better. You know, this weather, it ain't no joke when you're transitioning, through seasons and depending on where you are. So, I'm glad that you feel better. So thank you for sharing. Health is important, y'all. Health is wealth. And speaking of health, I will be doing a chakra juice fast at the end of this month, y'all. At the end of this month. It's going to be 7 days and it's going to be dedicated towards the chakras. Chakras are wheels of energy that make up our life force, and they're connected to our endocrine system. It's important for us to detox, cleanse, and purify our bodies every so often. I like to fast every 3 months, 3 to 4 months depending on, but every quarter is my ultimate goal of fasting so that I can make sure that I'm in alignment, and it's a great way for me to reset myself, reset my mind, my body, and my spirit so that I can go into the new quarter refreshed and purified and in alignment. So this is the same fast that I use to eliminate cysts from my ovaries. This is the same fast where I experienced my greatest spiritual awakening. We have several spiritual awakenings, especially when you're on your spiritual journey. I also experienced another level of peace I've never experienced before. And I also experienced what true love felt like coming from myself. What did you say? You said, never heard of chakra cleanse. It sounds interesting. Yes, I know. Because I am the only one who created this type of cleanse, this fast, at least that I know of. I don't know any other fast like this. It's one of a kind. It is a fast like no other. We dedicate it towards a fast, and because the good thing about this fast is it's connected to our endocrine system, and our endocrine system is responsible for the releasing of the hormones that go into the bloodstreams, and it's made up of a group of glands. And so we have to cleanse those glands, and they're connected to a lot of systems that are important for us to operate in our health and well-being. And so it's great to detox your glands, cleanse your glands, purify your glands so that you can bring your hormones into balance. That's what it's all about. If, for example, with the chakras, if you have any blockages in any of your chakras, this is a great way to purify those chakras. Because each day we go through the root chakra, sacral, solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown chakra. So it's kind of like isolation focus when it comes to cleansing the chakras. And it's isolation focus when it comes to purifying each gland by the day. So you're raising your vibrations and frequencies, and you're going through levels of consciousness every single day. When I tell you, this is a fast like no other. It is interesting. It sounds interesting because it is interesting. And this is the fast where I experienced my greatest spiritual awakening. I experienced a breakthrough. I experienced peace all within 1 week. I just had this transformational week. Every day was something different. Every day was something new. And so if you're interested in this type of fast and you're on your spiritual journey and you need assistance on your spiritual journey, then click the link in the bio to pre-register, because this fast is going to help assist you to ascend. Every time I fast, I feel like I always graduate in spirit, and I level up in some type of way. Because what's important for me, for those of you who don't know, my life path number is 7. And that is the number of the truth seeker. That's the number of spirituality, you know, knowledge, the truth, the teacher, right? So that's my life path number. Like, I couldn't run from this lifestyle if I wanted to, because, you know, I was called to be in this lifestyle. So we'll definitely check it out. Thank you. Yes, definitely. Click the link in the bio, check it out. But yes, so my life path number is 7, and, you know, I understand the importance of understanding self and the connection that you have, you know, with spirit, universe, divine, God, source, you know, whatever you believe in is important. And for me, spirit is always going to be first. You know, in everything that I do, I have to tune in and tap in with my spirit before I make any decisions, you know. And I think that that's something that we should consider. We live in a Western society where we leave out the spiritual aspect of things. We leave out the energetic aspect of things. Like, energy is everything, literally. Energy is everything. It's in every single thing, but we don't learn about this in school. You know, in PE, we learn about health and moving and all of that. You know, and I don't even think we learn about mental health, you know, in school. Depending on if you go to college for it, of course. But, you know, in grade school, high school, we don't learn about these things. And these are necessary tools of life for us to have so that we can operate, you know, as our best selves. I agree. Energy is so powerful. Yes, energy is powerful. And I think it's important for us to pour into ourselves and to charge our energy. We don't learn about it. No one teaches us unless we go seeking for it. But that's what this fast is all about. It's going to break down energy from a chakra perspective, from a health perspective, from a conscious perspective, on every level. So you'll have a full, thorough understanding of what chakras are and why is it important and why it makes sense for us to cleanse ourselves, you know, because it's everything. You know, not only is it connected to us, you know, physically and all of that, but it's also connected to us in different aspects of our lives. You know, like our root chakras are connected to our survival, our stability, our security, the way we commune with one another. You know, sacral chakra is connected to our sensuality, sexuality, our creativity, our emotions. It's also connected to our passed down traumas, you know, from past generations. And so we store a lot of our trauma and emotions in our sacral chakra. You know, so that's why it's important to move your body and to dance and to be in tune with yourself and be in your body. You know, solar plexus is all about your confidence, your self-esteem, your willpower. You know, your heart chakra, you know, that's acceptance of self, and that's self-love, that's compassion, that's unconditional love. You know, throat chakra is the ability to express yourself, to speak your truth. You know, a lot of us are muted, you know, from the things that we've experienced in life and the trauma that we've gone through. And we were told to be quiet and not to speak our truth because our life was threatened, or, you know, we just didn't feel safe to speak our truth because we didn't know what the repercussions would be. So speaking the truth may be difficult and hard for people to do so. And that's where the energy gets stuck, because if you don't have the confidence within yourself to speak your truth, it's going to be hard for you to express yourself, you know. And then also your third eye, your ability to be in tune with yourself, to your intuition, to use your imaginations. A lot of children are highly active with their imaginations, and unfortunately after the age of 7, they're taught not to dream as much, you know, not to imagine as much, because we live in a world and a society where it's conditioned to raise us up to be adults. You know what I mean? We have it backwards. We're supposed to be childlike. We're supposed to fulfill all of our heart's desires. We're supposed to be in joy and love and light the way a child is. A child is curious about life. We're supposed to be curious about things. We're supposed to try things and fail, try things and succeed. We're supposed to just go after it fearlessly. You know, fear exists, of course, but we're supposed to just do it. A child doesn't think about it. A child just does it. They fall down and they get up and laugh and play and then brush it off and go run it and do something else. That's how we're supposed to be. We've got it backwards. So what we're supposed to be doing is unconditioning what we've learned and relearn, you know, new ways of being. And that is freedom within self, you know. You said, I am always drawn to anything regarding the solar plexus chakra. Yes, certainly. I'm not sure if that means anything. It does. You know, it depends on where you fall on the spectrum. You could be needing more solar plexus chakra energy, or maybe needing less of it because you could be over operating in that solar plexus energy. So it depends on where you're at on the end of the spectrum. But yeah, the solar plexus is all about that power, your personal power, your belief in yourself. You know, a lot of society, we fear, you know, going after our dreams and stepping in our purpose and our truth, because we have this inner critic from some point in our life that tells us that we cannot have what we desire. We cannot go after what we want. We have that inner critic, and it's not even us. It's not even our voice. It was something that someone probably told us at some point in our life, and we believed it. We believed it. And so you got to do this inner work. That's what this fast is all about. It helps you do the inner work. I provide journal prompts for each chakra so that you can go within and reevaluate your life, and so that you can face your fears. You can face things that you've been running from. You know, doing the work is not easy, but it's necessary. You know, the trauma, the hurt, and the pain that you went through was not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. Your healing is always going to be your responsibility. It's up to you to heal. It's not up to anybody else but yourself. And we have to take that responsibility. And that's the one thing that I love about my generation and the people that are in my universe, how hungry we are to evolve and to become better and to break these generational curses. I love that so much. That is just like, I love it. You know, that's something that I've always been interested in since I was younger. Being better than I was the day before. Always be better than you were yesterday. Even if you take a little step, one baby step, a small step, it doesn't matter. But it's the fact that you are putting forth effort to become better than you were yesterday. So I just went on a whole tangent, but today the topic is about do not do people how they do you, y'all. Do not do people how they do you. So we are electromagnetic beings, right? This is what I want you, because this all ties into the chakras. So that there's an electromagnetic field that's always around us. So think of the field. The field is electromagnetic, and we are magnetic. So we call in what we are and who we are, or the lack thereof. If there's something in our character that we need to build upon and we just don't have it, we're going to call in the people that got all of it, all the sauce. And they're going to help us get to that energy that we need. And then we may separate or go our separate ways after you level up in that way. There may be something within you that you need to stop doing, and you're just not aware of it. So you're going to attract somebody in there that's going to trigger that aspect of you, so that you can stop doing the things that's keeping you from being the best version of yourself. So we are electromagnetic beings, and we call in energies based off of who we are and what we are. You know, I called y'all in based off of the energy that I'm operating on right now. I'm intentional about everything that I do. So I know that anytime that I come on this live, it's always somebody different on this live every time. I'm going live every day now until January 1st. Every time it's always someone different on this live that hops on this live. And I know that whoever comes on this live needs the word that I have to say, needs the message. They're in need of what I have to say, and I know that we're in alignment. So, and I may not see you ever again. You may not even follow this page. You probably just hopped on, somebody sent it to you, but either way, I know that I did my job based off me being me and you being you, by coming into alignment with me and by getting the word or the message that you probably needed to hear today. So I say that to say we're electromagnetic beings, right? Do not do people how they do you. I repeat, do not do people how they do you. You must operate in integrity, in character, in honor, and dignity at all times. Now, we're having a human experience, so of course we're going to make mistakes. We're going to do things that we may not should have done, but for the most part, do not do people how they do you. You are a good person. You have a good heart. You have pure and good intentions for people. And yes, you may have been taken advantage of, been played, been all of the things, done wrong, all of that. Whatever you may have experienced that was unfavorable, I don't care how bad it was. Do not do people how they do you. Because the way the laws of the universe works, y'all, when karma comes knocking, nobody can hide from her. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. Karma will always come knocking, and it's up to us to remain in integrity and honesty, and you just walk away. You send them love and light. You do not retaliate. You do not get back. You don't get back at anyone. I don't care how bad the situation is. You let that go. Because at the end of the day, if you are in alignment with me, then you have a mission and a purpose in this lifetime. You were chosen. You are the generational curse breaker. You are the healer. You are the person. You're on your self-love journey, your healing journey. You're on some type of journey if you come across this page. And we cannot afford to retaliate on anybody who is throwing salt on our name, that's doing us wrong behind our back, talking about us behind our back. We can't worry about that. We got to stand in our truth. We got to continue to focus on our purpose and move forward. And we have to allow nature to take its course, because nature will always take its course. Do not do people how they do you. I operate in 42 laws of Ma'at. 42 laws of Ma'at represents truth, justice, order, law, reciprocity, balance. It's harmony. Okay? And so no matter what goes on outside of me, my ultimate goal every single day is to operate in 42 laws of Ma'at. And essentially the concept is to have a heart light as a feather. I'm having a human experience just like you are. So I'm not perfect, but I aim to operate in 42 laws of Ma'at every single day. I cite my 42 laws of Ma'at every single day because I can't afford to operate outside of that. No matter what anyone does around me, that's none of my concern. So, and that's the way that we should be. We should be as such. You know, that creates harmony and balance. I got to allow people to be who they are, and I allow myself to be who I am. And whoever comes into alignment and accepts that, that's what it is. And that's what I want y'all to be like as well. You know, so we don't do people how they do us. You know, you have a divine purpose and a mission in this lifetime. And you can't afford it. You can't afford that karma. You cannot afford that karma. You have to continue to do what you're called to do. Continue to stand in your truth and your light. Because I believe that everyone that are in your life are characters. So essentially, anytime that you get hurt by someone, it has nothing to do with you. And that's a level of understanding that I want us all to get to. It has nothing to do with you. These are just characters in your life on your journey that needed to help you evolve, to help you level up, to help you get to another phase. And hurt people at the end of the day. Hurt people. And there's something about you that attracted that person in your life to hurt you in that way. And it might be an unpopular opinion, but that's the way that I see it. Because we are electromagnetic beings and we call in people into our lives, if we are lacking in some area, for example, self-love, and I can speak for myself, me going through the fast and experiencing true love from myself for the first time, being the person who is seeking love all outside of me when it resided within me all of the time, the entire time. So when I had to pull my energy back and go within and to fill up my cup and to feel the love and the frequency and the vibration that I wanted to feel, that's a whole nother feeling. it's like I should have been did this. So at the end of the day, the pain that you go through is supposed to lead you back to yourself. That's why we experience pain. We experience pain so that we can go within, because think about it. Anytime you get hurt by someone in some type of way, at any capacity, what do? You go home, you want to be by yourself, you want to be with you don't want to be around anyone, you just want to be in your own space, your own energy, because you're going within and you're nurturing yourself, you're building yourself back up, and you are loving yourself again, so that you can bring yourself out of that pain. But you have to go through pain. People are going to continue to hurt you until you choose yourself. That's what it's all about. The pain that you go through is to wake you up so that you can choose yourself. Because it's all about self-love. Because in choosing yourself, you can begin to love yourself for who you are. And then you can love the person who put you through pain for who they are. In knowing that hurt people. And even if it means walking away from the person that hurt you. Because you got to allow people to be who they are. You allow yourself to be who you are. You allow people to be who they are. And it's up to you to make the decision to stay or to leave. And ultimately, when you choose yourself, you always will know what's best for you. That's what it's about. It's for you to get to that point so that you choose you and you'll know what's best for you. So, do not do people how they do you. And I don't care how bad it is and how much pain. I know you want to get back at them. I know you want to retaliate. I know you're in pain. I know you're hurt. I know you're like, man, why did it happen to me? I know you're like, man, like I'm a good person. I know. Trust me, I know. But, some things you don't need to know. Some things, all you need to know is that this was a character in your life to help you get back on track. So it can help correct your vision and your focus so that you can pour into yourself and you walk in your purpose. That's why. And when you understand that, then you can give yourself grace and compassion and give the other person grace and compassion, because all we do is bleed on each other if nobody's doing the work and going within to build themselves up. So, again, do not do people how they do you. So y'all, at the end of this month, I will be doing a fast. For those of you who just jumped on, I will be doing a fast, and it's going to help you purify yourself, purify your mind, your body, and your spirit. It's going to help you elevate to the next level. It's going to help you cleanse. It's going to help you release and shed what no longer serves you. I do this fast every 3 months, 3 to 4 months, depending on, but every quarter. And I do it so that I can reset myself. I do it so that I can cleanse myself. I do it so that I can ground myself. I can get back on track. That's why I do it. I do it to purify my mind, to regain my strength and my energy. I build my energy when I fast. It's this power, this internal power. Your solar plexus chakra is on fire. It's this internal power that makes you feel like I can do anything. I mean anything. I can accomplish anything that I want right now. To be in alignment with self and to tap back into that childlike energy, to go after what you want, and to be in love and joy and happiness and peace is a beautiful thing. And it's a feeling that I want others to feel. I remember when I first started doing this fast 2 years ago, at the end of the fast, when I was experiencing that peace, like when I say I experienced another level of peace that I never experienced before, what I mean by that is I was in direct alignment with the universe. Like the feeling of harmony, it felt like, if I could describe it, y'all, because that day was like so magical to me. If I could describe it, I remember meditating, right? Now I'm fasting. This is on the last day or the second to last day. And I remember meditating while I was fasting towards the end of the fast. And it felt like this divine, like when I tell you I'm so in tune with spirit, can't nobody, like all of my superpowers and spiritual gifts be on 100. Like I can read minds and everything, and I am not playing, like for real. But and I remember meditating in this divine energy. It felt like love was being poured into me. Y'all, that feeling was so like, yeah, here's another way to describe it. It felt like I was getting a warm, energetic hug. That's what it felt like to my soul. While I was on my fast, towards the end of my fast, I was just meditating, and I was there, and I was like, I do not want to come out of this. Like, I was just like, wow, like this feels so good. And now I know what I know now is that, I was in a state of enlightenment, and I was receiving that divine love in my soul. And I'm like, man. And I was in there, and when I came out of that meditation, I said, I want other people to feel this. That's what I said. I said, I want other people to feel this. Now, mind you, I disconnected from the world, like social media. I wasn't on social media. I wasn't using my phone like to communicate with anyone. Like I was just truly one with the universe. I was, in nature. I was just in tune with everything around me and within me. And I'm super grateful. So again, this is the fast that I've been doing since the pandemic. I started it in June. I do it every 3 months, 3 to 4 months, and it's for 7 days. And for those of you who've been following me or have not been following me, this time last year I was doing a 62-day fast, y'all. I was doing a 62-day fast, and I broke that fast on January 1st. And that was a profound experience within itself as well. So just take the 7 days. Now, believe it or not, well, I guess you can believe it because it was 62 days, right? So the 62 days was definitely a lot harder than the 7 days. It took me a while to get into the flow. But the difference with that fast, it felt like, because I level up within the 7 days, but every 10 days, it felt like I was unlocking something within me every 10 days. Like, and literally, like, I would count it, like, I would, look at my calendar, and when I wake up, it's like a new vibration or frequency that I would feel every 10 days, and I thought that was pretty interesting. I'm like, dang, what is it about the day 10? Like, during that 62 days, I'm like, what is it about that 10th day that something within me is unlocking? What is it? I still don't know what it is, but I just know it was divine. I was in my goddess energy. I was in my goddess body. Like, that was a divine experience. Of course, I, lost a lot of weight. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I got to go back in my records and my notes, but I think I lost 50 pounds. Yeah, I was the smallest I've ever been in my life, y'all. The smallest. During the 62 days, I lost 50 pounds. And it showed, like, my face. You could see the bones of my face. If you, like, go back through my reels, like, all the way down, all the way down, and you, like, go through, like, the lives or even some of the reels that I posted, you will see the bones and everything in my face. Like, I look completely different. But nonetheless, to me, making that spiritual sacrifice was to receive the gains that I needed to receive on this journey. And of course, people around me may not have understood why I was doing what I was doing, but when I do something, it's intentional and it's spirit-led. I am spirit-led, not man-led. And when I tell you it was what my soul needed, and I'm glad that I did it, I would do it again. I would do it all over again if I could, So, but that was a powerful experience. Nonetheless, if you are interested in this fast, it's not going to be 62 days. It's going to be 7 days. It's dedicated towards the chakras. You're going to be purifying your glands. You're going to be purifying your mind, your body, your spirit. You're going to be in alignment with self. You're building up your life force. You're strengthening your aura, your energy. So if you see me and you're like, wow, like her energy lit, like she got a bright aura, like, you know what I mean? And she just has this glow. That's why, doing the work on yourself every day, pouring into yourself and fasting. I'm not fasting now, but doing the work on yourself and energetically cleansing and, bringing yourself into alignment and, making sure that you are mindful of your energy. That's what happens. You add youth to your life. You look young, you look healthy, you look vibrant because you are putting yourself first. You're filling up your cup. You're pouring into yourself. And that is one of the best gifts that you can give to yourself, is filling up your cup and pouring into you. So, and I encourage you to fill up your cup and pour into you and bring in your new year in alignment with self and ready to have a phenomenal 2023. So I would love for you to join me on this journey. Click the link in the bio to pre-register for your spot. And the cool thing about it is, y'all, as it gets closer, I'm going to bring you along. Super excited. I'm going to bring you along on the journey to show you what do I get, how do I prepare my mental. I'm just going to immerse you into the experience. Maybe not everything, because some things have to be sacred, of course, as it is a process. But I want to bring you along on this journey so that you can experience and see what it's like to prepare for a fast. What is it like to prepare for a chakra juice fast? Isn't that amazing? It ain't no regular fast. This ain't no regular smegular. This is the real McCoy. I'm playing with y'all. I mean, I'm serious, but I just had to throw in a little jokey joke because, that's the vibes we on. But yeah, so I'm so grateful for you, all of you who joined this live. Thank you for taking the time to be here. And if you made it to the end, thank you so much. I'm so grateful for you. I appreciate you. And if you have any questions about the fast, if you're curious, reach out. Shoot me a DM. Send me a DM. Don't shoot me. Send me a DM. Message me. Inquire. Ask questions. I will be more than happy to answer them for you. So, with that being said, I hope that y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening and a great rest of your week. And I shall see you tomorrow. TTYL.